The dispute between River's Edge property owners and Pahlisch Homes in Bend is now a legal one. Noah Chast met with a homeowner who's filed a lawsuit against Pahlisch Homes. Noah, what's his message?
Well, Lee, save River's Edge. At least that's the phrase on his website and along signs all over Mount Washington Drive. The group of homeowners in this community tell me their fight is justified and legally backed.
When you promise people something and they rely on it, you can't pull the rug out from under them and change the rules of the game after the fact.
Jeffrey Kramer is one of 10 homeowners in the Hidden Ridge neighborhood of River's Edge on the west side of Bend who's suing Pahlisch Homes. The developer plans to purchase roughly 50% of the existing golf course and build houses.
Now they want to change the rules, and they want to pave over the golf course, pack it with streets and homes, and that's not what we were promised. That's not what we relied on when we bought our homes.
Kramer says homeowners have a right to legally enforce that promise through what's known as an equitable servitude.
In connection with real property, when you make promises to people and you know they're going to rely on them, and they do rely on them, you're then obligated to fulfill those promises.
Jessica Seidel is the senior director of marketing with Pahlisch Homes and says they want to listen to the voices of the community while trying to combat the housing crisis.
Bend has a lot of needs as a community as a whole, and the more we can kind of take a step back and look at those needs and try to address them in a more macro version, the better.
In an effort to hear the voices of the community, Pahlisch hosted an open meeting earlier this summer and will have another in the fall. The lawsuit is being represented by Martin Hansen, a Bend lawyer who was involved in the Mountain High case, where homeowners at the old Back Nine golf course argued a similar claim and won. Kramer is a retired lawyer himself and feels very confident.
I mean, I've been a lawyer for, as I said, for more than 40 years. I've rarely seen a case that's this strong.
Are there any plans or any ideas of changing or even stopping the project?
You know, we're really committed to not only River's Edge, but, Bend as a whole.
Kramer says this is the only lawsuit at the moment, but other neighborhoods in River's Edge could soon follow.
But the fact is, if we win this lawsuit, the entire community benefits.
To be fully transparent, we want to disclose that an employee of KTVZ's parent company, News Press and Gazette Broadcasting, is a party to the lawsuit. The employee was not contacted by our news department and in no way influenced our reporting.
Well, tonight, a related question for you, Noah. We want to know, which side do you favor here, residents or home builders? To weigh in, head over to our web poll on the KTVZ.com homepage.